Well, you guys, I made it back from my first three-wheeler trip alive, all my limbs intact. Only flipped it once. It was pretty muddy yesterday, so this thing is filthy. I was surprised on how bad these tires performed. I thought they'd do a little bit better. They still have good tread, but these things suck in the mud. Hopefully not too much water got in there. But yeah, she's really just covered in dirt more than anything. Not a lot of mud sticks to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray her down. But this time, we got something special to try. So you guys know I typically don't use soap when I wash my stuff. I just blast it with the pressure washer and call that good. But I've worked with Audu in the past, and they were kind enough to send out an ATC foam cannon. So maybe this time we'll actually be able to get our stuff clean. So I'm pretty excited about this. I've always wanted one. It's got this metal adapter. That's kind of funny. Mental interface. I think I was supposed to say metal. But it should fit right into the end of the nozzle on the pressure washer. And I know some are better quality, but they're all pretty much the same idea. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. It's a nice thick plastic. It's got a filter in there as well to keep dirt out of there. I imagine this just goes on the end of this. And let's go get some soap in this thing. I went ahead and loaded this thing up with the finest automotive soap, aka Dawn. Leave your hate comments down below. But this thing is really heavy duty. Like, there's some weight to it, which is nice. But you should just thread this on the top. And up here you can adjust how much soap you want to flow through. And I believe this changes the spread as well. Alright, it's time to get this pig cleaned up. Here's a little before shot for you. Well, I would say the foam cannon is a success. The guys over at Audu were generous enough to give a coupon code for all you guys. So be sure to use the code ADMATCC1 to get 40% off one of these foam cannons. Like I said, a lot of these have pretty much the same design, and this thing worked flawlessly. I love it. You can adjust the spread. I am very happy with it and thankful to have it. So check the link in the description below and pick one up if you want to keep your stuff clean. But stick around, the video's not over yet. We're gonna dive into this ATC and try to figure out why it's running like crap. I know it's a fuel issue. We got a perfectly clean air filter. We're getting good spark. I have not had the carburetor off yet, so we're gonna go ahead and pull it out of here, crack it open, and see if the jets are clean. I'm really hoping there's gonna be some dirt in there so we can get that cleaned out and get this thing running good. I tried about every setting that I could with that pilot screw, and I got it to run okay, but it's still bogging out without the choke on. With the choke on, you're giving the engine more fuel, so we're having a fuel starvation issue somewhere, and I'm assuming it is just caused by a clogged jet. But while we're in there, we can also adjust the clip on the needle. So let's go ahead and get this thing pulled out and see what we can do. Gasket's good. Pull the slide out of here. Boom. Shout out to my boy Josh. Actually, I'm gonna go drain the bowl before we do anything. All right, let's crack old girl open and see what is inside her. By the way, for anybody wondering, I don't know if this is original. This is a JIELI Wang, K Japan. Interesting. And these old Phillips can be a pain, so hopefully we have some luck. Oh yeah, I like that sound. 2 for 2. Come on, baby. Yes. That is rare. Alright. The bowl is clean. Float is definitely not sticking. It seats at a perfect level. Let's pull out the jets. I guess we'll start with the pilot jet. Ooh. Crack the main as well. Definitely clogged. There's a lot of buildup in that main jet. Come on, pilot, be clogged as well. Let's make this easy. Yes! No daylight, my friends. No daylight. I'm gonna go hit this with the air compressor and we will see if we can blow them out. Alright, we got the main good to go. Oh, you can see the daylight. Get that back in there. And she is clogged. She would not blow out with the compressor, so having a hard time finding something small enough to fit into this. That's something I don't normally say, but I always end up finding something and I never keep it. I mean, this thing is completely clogged. I can put my mouth on this top side and nothing comes out. Looks like it has the Keyhen logo on it. Well, I found some of this speaker wire that I'm gonna try to use to get that hole cleared. I think we're gonna have to heat this thing up because it is clogged. I'd imagine there's just a bunch of dried fuel in there. Let's go ahead and heat this baby up. Huh. No luck. Ow, ow. Conducting heat. Oh my God. I see daylight starting. Yes. Maybe I can get this copper one through now. Ah. Guys, we're making progress here. You could also let this soak in something. I've heard a lot of people use WD-40 just as a cheap alternative. You can also throw in an ultrasonic cleaner. I do not have one. So if you're trying to get your machine back up and going fast, I would say this is the best option. Well, I went ahead and soaked this in some WD-40, waited about 30 minutes, and then I blew it out with the air gun. And sure enough, Check it out, guys. We have a much bigger hole. Like, I could see just a tiny bit after picking at it with that copper wire, but now we have a perfect hole all the way through. All the passageways on the sides are clear, so let's throw this thing back in, get the carb in the bike, and see how this thing runs. I'm so excited. There's a clear passageway through there as well, so that is a good sign. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this pilot screw. It's easier to do outside of the bike, so fully seated. Then it's 1, 2. Let's try that. This is a 34. What was the main? I don't remember. 46? Is that what it says? Really? 34. All right. Gasket looks good on the bowl. I'm not gonna mess with the needle. Let's get this thing back in the ATC. Woohoo! Just gotta put the choke cable back on. Guys, we get ready to put the tank back on this thing. Just gotta connect the fuel hose and give her some fuel. Let's see what we did, guys. Well, I gotta say, that's about the best feeling in the world. So now that we got this thing running right, I'm gonna go ahead and check the valves because it's ticking quite a bit and it's pretty easy with these things, so might as well do it.